What's up, guys? Turn Green Go Ham here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Dark Souls Remastered OP early walkthrough. Well, that was a waste. Look, I need you to calm down for a second. Alright. Everybody settle down. They're actually not your basic hollows. They do quite a bit of damage now that we're here in the painted world. But out here, we have our phalanx. And what we want to do is we want to get the phalanx's attention. Get everybody to start kind of, heading towards us, throwing some spears, stuff like that. They'll kind of spread out and aim in different directions. And then we want to kind of do a circle around a bunch of them. And get a couple of swings in. And then you want to get in, you want to get out. Because they will kind of orient and start really messing you up. It's kind of surprising how much damage these guys can do to you, honestly. But, as you can see, we get quite a few souls for each one that we kill. So this is a very viable soul farming method. Doesn't take you long at all. You can actually do it a lot faster than what I'm doing as well. If you just want to run in, pound them, and get out. Your souls will always be close if you do die. Don't get excited if you see items on the ground. All you're going to get are a large leather shield or a spear. That's it. But anyway, this is the body that we knocked down earlier. So we'll go ahead and loot it. Get a humanity. Up here on the wall, get a ring of sacrifice. Now we've got a couple of buildings to go through. Before we do that, we're going to go over here and have an encounter with an old friend. We do have some torchbearer hollows, and remember they do quite a bit of stamina damage. We're going to let him kind of wind himself, take him out. Use that reach, use that timing. We're going to let this guy come up to us, as well as this guy over here. Yeah, see, they do quite a bit of damage over here. Where are you going? Come on, do an attack. Do an attack. Or die. Either way. That's fine. So before we grab all that, we're going to head around this corner over here. Grab our Pyromancy Acid Surge. And there's 3 items on the ground here, and once we get down to the bottom and start heading our way back out, we'll get invaded. Soul of a Proud Knight. Soul of a Proud Knight. What are you doing here still? And here we go. King Jeremiah, or as I like to call him, Heisel, because he looks just like Heisel. Why would he not be Heisel? Now, he does have Pyromancy. And he also has the whip. As you can see, he uses a nice like mix of attacks. It's not just one attack. Whoop. Get out of that. No, sir. As long as you can get in on him, he's really easy, especially with a big beefy weapon. Just watch yourself. Don't get caught with the fire whip there. We get the notched whip for our troubles, and honestly, it's a waste in this game. Whips are just really not good in Dark Souls 1. There was a use for them in Dark Souls 3 for sure. They were good at roll catching and things like that. Grab our last Soul of a Proud Knight, and we're done in this little landing area. One thing we did not do earlier, we need to work up a tower over here. And there's actually several things we didn't do over here. We'll get around to those buildings a little bit later. But we've got plenty of poise, and that's good for what we're about to do. Because these harpies can really mess you up here for sure. And there's going to be several of them on the way up. The hard part is staying on the stairs. Really, if you stay on the stairs, you've won the battle. I'm gonna let this guy come down to us. Much easier to deal with them on the lower levels. Because from here, it's probably not a death. From any higher, it's going to be a death. I think that's it. Oh, there's one up there, but I think he's a trap for another area. Yeah, he won't come this direction. We're going to head all the way up to the top and get our red sign soapstone. So that's what you need if you want to do some fight clubs and whatnot. On the way down, right here, we're going to drop off. Grab our Soul of a Brave Warrior. And then drop back down to this walkway. From here we can pop back out here. We'll go around. And go back down. We will kind of get to that area from another area later, but for now we are done with that. I don't like benches. They're always in the way. So this one's locked. I forgot which house we go in first. It's definitely this one. I know that now. So we are going to have some more of our egghead toxic bros as we work our way through this area. This is a trap area here. Go ahead and kill this guy. I'm going to call BS on that. We just don't have the stamina for this Black Knight Greatsword. That's alright. We are going to change as soon as we get out of here. I just wanted to show it off for a little while. It is a very nice weapon, but it really, really is built for a strength build. If you did not shoot down the original body that we came across, you would come chop it down here. Oh, wrong way. Other door. This door. Oh, and here we go. It's time. We gotta put a shield on. Oh, we do have a shield on. It probably would be good to get one with a little more stability, but that's okay because we're gonna pull them one at a time and really just control the room here. I've got my gold serpent ring on. We're really hoping that we get a bone wheel shield. If you control the room and go a little bit at a time, you'll only get one of these guys at a time. Give me that bone wheel shield. Could get this one next. Just sidestep. Easy enough. Another one at the end here. Oh, no, we got two. That's not good. That's alright. We did just fine. None of y'all are going to drop me that shield, really? Could be one more down here somewhere. We do have a couple more in some little alcoves later. Guess that's it for this room. Soul of a brave warrior. Soul of a proud knight. We're going to come over here, turn this dial. And this actually opens the pathway to the final boss. We are nowhere near done with this area, though. So, along about in here. That door looks funny. A wheel? Just want to kind of let him go to the side of you. He took care of the illusory wall for us. Can you settle down, bro? There we go. I just really want that shield, man. Let me have it. Nope. Grab our NX key. That opens the other building that we were at. Another illusory wall. And then right around this corner will be our last bone wheel here. Still no shield. Oh well. Like I said, I'm going to farm one up just to show you guys. This one won't fight back. We still will get toxic though. But he drops Fire Surge, which is what Jeremiah was using against us a while ago. I think they called it Flame Whip, or Fire Whip, in a previous Dark Souls. That's not a wall. In a latter Dark Souls, I guess, Dark Souls 3. And then right here, we've got our ladder. It leads right back up into the courtyard. Which means we could have actually gone in the back way. You can. I don't advise it. Going down in that hallway with the pinwheels right away is probably not effective. All right, time for the NX. Got a few more harpies to deal with. A few more of these bloated guys. Actually, let's do the other area first. Let's do the down part first. He acts like he sees us, but how can he see me? I'm invisible. No toxin today, please. What's this other guy doing? Now I'm nervous. No, he's fine. He's just derping out up there. Got a couple more of the bloaters right down here. See if we can get them both. Guess not. I really feel like that pool was big enough to get the other one. That's alright. We'll trade hits. All we have after this is some harpies. When you coming down? We'll go ahead and grab it, I guess. There's our Dark Ember. There they are. Just stagger them down with the big old Black Knight Greatsword. Hey, look at that. Souvenir of Reprisal. You can farm these here. Don't forget to break the boards. This was the item I was talking about that I always forget. Velka's Rapier. Now we'll head up top. You may have the high ground, but I came out on top. I feel like Anakin can relate to that. Stagger them down. And grab your Miracle Vow of Silence. Now we'll grab the Mask of Velka and the rest of the set. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done here. With the exception of Crossbreed Priscilla and some things heading up to her. That's the wrong direction. This is the right direction. We've got a archer there, but don't let him fool you. He is just here to sucker you in. This guy, as well, is here to sucker you in. Because crap time. And we've got a big old night boy coming. You stop that. The one thing I hate about these guys is that you can't backstab them. I don't know what it is about their particular armor that keeps them from letting you backstab them. But that's okay. We'll get him while he's chugging. And we picked up a greatsword along with a large titanite shard. Nice. I feel like that should fall off the way it looks. It never does, though. Okay, timeout real quick. I knew it, guys. I messed up. So, there is another item here. I started second guessing myself, so I came back to grab it. This is where we picked up Velka's set. Gonna drop off here. Grab Soul of a Brave Warrior. Was it worth coming all the way back for? Probably not, but this is a complete walkthrough, so I felt like I needed to. Okay, guys, so now that we officially have all of the items in the level, it's time to take down Crossbreed Priscilla. So she does have a tail cut, and we're going to attempt that with our Black Knight Greatsword here. The tail cut on this is actually one of the more difficult ones to get. Because she likes to go invisible, and once she goes invisible, the only way to make her go visible again is to do damage. However, we have fire, which tends to make her pop back visible, so if we don't get it on the first go, we should be able to get it all the same. My plan is to get up behind her and do the big two-hand uppercut and see if we can't cut it off in one swipe. So anyway, let's get on in here. She's going to talk to us first.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
Okay, lady. So, to get her tail cut, what we're going to do is we're going to line up right here and keep our fingers crossed. There we go, Priscilla's dagger. First try. I love it.
Hurried toward thine death.
And we're going to watch for her footprints. There they are. She's coming up on the other side of me. Well, we've got her twice with the fire, but she's not coming back visible. She's going to bleed us if we're not careful. There we go. And down she goes.
Why? What seeketh thee?
I seeketh thou soul. Alright, so Soul of Priscilla, Twin Humanities. Right up here, before we leave, the Xanthus crown and the Xanthus outfit. And here we go. We'll plunge right out of the painting. Get our homeward bones so we can get home safe and sound. These guys haven't noticed us, so let's take a quick look here at the Xanthus set. So first thing you'll notice, 5 weight for the helmet, whereas like the Wanderer hood, the Thief mask, all of that is 1. Honestly, this is a heavy set, right? Knight helm is 4.2. But for your troubles, you get pretty high physical defense as well as really decent magic defense as well. We'll go ahead and look at the rest of it as well. This is a lighter piece at 3.5, but still really high magic defense. And this piece also actually has pretty decent lightning defense. Whoops. And then same thing, magic, lightning. But for one of the lighter sets, and I say lighter, it's really more of a medium set. It's got really decent... well, a fantastic magic resist, fantastic lightning resist, but pretty decent physical resist as well. So anyway, just wanted to show that off, and we'll go ahead and use our homeward bone that we were given. And we have a couple of things to do here before we go. Matter of fact, let's do it this way. Go ahead and warp to the Chamber of the Princess. So we could just go in and fight Gwyndolin, or we could shoot Miss Guinevere here and break the illusion. And as anybody who's ever played Dark Souls knows, you must shoot the boobies. Now we're in trouble.
Thou that tarnisheth the godmother's image, I am Gwyndolin. And thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
Okay, so now the jig is up. Now we know. This is what Anne Orlando really looks like. Everybody's gone. There's no giants in the hall. I wish you could look out these windows. Now that we're in the dark Anne Orlando, now we can get the favor set for killing Lotric earlier. And we'll go ahead and head down and head out and see what fate awaits us. We'll take Smo's gigantic elevator. Chunky boy elevator. So we're going to have different enemies here than we're used to. As you can see there, a couple of NPCs, not your standard, enemy types. And there we go. They're down. And we'll go open this door. And somebody else we know will meet us outside. So, Guinevere was never a real thing. Was not an actual child of Gwyn, at least as far as we know. Unless she was and she died and Gwyndolin decided to use her as a facade, but as it sits, the best we know, Gwyndolin is the only remaining child, and Guinevere was never a child. This chick will parry you so fast.
But how?
So just finish her off real quick. And here we go. We get a Firekeeper soul. Now that also means that her Firekeeper, or her bonfire rather, is out, and you can teleport to it, but you can't teleport from it. That's okay. We have plenty of other bonfires here. And now we're going to head down and take care of Gwyndolin. The very last thing for us to do here in Anne Orlando. So for Gwyndolin, we're actually going to change some stuff up. And what I'll actually do is I'll go through and set everything up and then walk you through it once we're there. So hang on just one second. Okay, guys, so I messed up. I made a boo-boo. I commenced to tell you all about the gear I was wearing. Ran in the room, started fighting Gwyndolin, only to realize that, yeah, I was not recording. So here we are. We'll go through it now. I did put on just the highest magic resist stuff I had. Gwyndolin does a ton of magic damage, as well as the crest shield in case we need to block for some reason. And then the claymore. Put the claymore on because, you know, we were using the Dark Knight weapons, and it's cool to showcase them for an episode or so. But they are RNG based, so I don't want anybody to feel like I'm using weapons that you know, are something that you can't get on your playthrough. So anyway, got the dark wood grain ring on for a little more kicky flip rolly action. And here we go. Let's run in there. Let's start the fight, and I'll pick up my souls along the way. So Gwyndolin, this is the son of Gwyn, feminine son.
First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord. I am the dark son, Gwyndolin. Let the atonement for thy felonies commenceth.
So the story goes that Gwyndolin is more feminine than other lords, gods, whatever you want to call it. So at the end of the day, he's a boy, but you know, basically just identifies with a different gender. So that's who we're fighting right now. You'll notice he is dressed more like a female with the dress and whatnot. When those come out, I do like to hide behind a pillar. Kind of the safest way to go about it. When the arrows are up, all you have to do is run zigzags. And I like it when he does 3, because that gives me a chance to get up here on him. Damage in. There we go. Really not a tough fight. This spell coming up, that's the only one to really watch out for. That can actually one-shot you. Oh, am I going to make it? Put my shield up right at the last second. And there we go. Dark Sun Gwyndolin dead.
Swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
So they say that Gwyndolin was feminine and had an affinity for the moon, whereas their father, use their vernacular, their father was more of the sun, right? So that's why it's a play on words with Dark Sun Gwyndolin. If you were to originally come up and not read any of the lore, you would, you know, assume female. But anyway, the whole place has been one giant illusion. Even the hallway for the boss. So we're going to run over here. We're going to open this chest. There's always that one empty chest, and I have to open it no matter what. Even though I know no matter what I do, there's not going to be anything in it. And Miracle Sunlight Blade. So now we have Dark Moon Blade. We also have Sunlight Blade. And we are finished in Anor Londo. So, yeah, that's pretty much the story here. You know, everybody's gone. Gwyn went to throw himself on the fire. Left his lastborn to watch over Anor Londo. And everything about this place is meant to trick you into following in Gwyn's footsteps through Gwyndolin and through the illusion of Guinevere to get you to then link the flame. Don't forget, at the end of the day, we're hollow, we're undead now, but we're human, right? So basically they're tricking us into going against our own race and prolonging the Age of Fire. And that's part of the reason I said in an earlier episode that I view Gwyn as like the villain in this story. I think really he did such horrible things all the way around that it just never gave humans a chance. And what does dark really mean? Is that something that he made up to justify his actions? He didn't like humans, so therefore they were evil. Did him pinning the human soul up cause the abyss? There's just a lot of questions. But anyway, we're wrapped up here, guys. And if you're enjoying the series, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit me up in the comments section down below. In the next video, we will probably go ahead and take on the archives. Yeah, I think that's a good place to go. We'll get the Moonlight sword to show that to you guys. And we'll go ahead and finish Big Hat Logan's quest. Because now that we've placed the Lord Vessel, he's no longer at Firelink, and he has gone on to the archives. So we'll go take care of some boars and some crystal weapon having enemies and some turning bookcases and work our way through. So till the next video, guys, thanks for watching.